Think really hard. Is it emotion driven, or is it because you really just don't like it? Nope. So after throwing my fit this morning, I decided that I'm keeping the 1290. It seems that all I've been doing is looking for some sort of an excuse to sell it because I'm used to getting a new bike every year, right? For the past, 5, 6 years? Last year I got 2 of them. So I guess that means I'm gonna have to take 2025 off. 2026, we'll see. The 1290, KTM in general, has been getting beat the hell up lately. The 890s have been having the problems. I think the 790s are starting to show signs of the same issues. The 1290s just have not had the cam issues. I had a problem this morning. Actually last night. I keep that on a battery tender, so I didn't think that this cold weather would bother it. But I got down to like 27. I haven't started it in like, I don't know, 2 weeks. But I keep it on a battery tender. That should have helped it, right? It's a factory battery. I bought it in March of 2023. It's January of 2025. So, yeah, the battery, we probably do need to get it replaced. I put my load tester on it. It said it had plenty of voltage and let it charge for 30 minutes. I'm like, how accurate is this thing? Yeah, so I'm blaming KTM. It's like, yeah, I'm done with this bike. I'm gonna get me a Honda, this, that. And I'm telling myself of all the reasons why Honda's better than KTM or the 1290. I can look at my 1290 Super Adventure, even with that goofy tank bag on there. I can look at it and it impresses me. It makes me happy. You know, a guy watching Australia, ADV Brett, he just bought the Ducati Desert X and he just got his 890. It's KTM 890. And yeah, he liked that bike, but it just didn't do it for him. And I get it. So that's what I've been struggling with the 1290, because it's like, it ticks every box for me, right? And as far as like problems, longevity, reliability, it's not really giving me any concerns at all. But you hear, things just wear at you and wear at you. You hear of problems here and problems there. And then I got to thinking about it. You don't really hear a lot of it with the 1290, right? I mean, there are problems that come up, and they're little stupid problems too. I was creating problems in my head that haven't even happened. So, and this morning, with the battery, after I charged it for 45 minutes, fired right up. So it's like, yeah, okay, let's go for a ride. It was 27 degrees this morning whenever I woke up. I'd planned on getting up and going for a ride, but I was like, you know what? So if you, damn, daggone bubble throat. Hey, puppy, what you doing? I don't have no food for you. I don't have no food for you. Sorry. See, yeah, reliability aside, this thing, it's not costing me any money. It's paid off. I was trying to justify getting rid of it so I can assist and not completely eliminate some other financial burdens that I have. And then I just keep thinking about it. It's like, I paid $20,000 for this daggone bike, right? If I get rid of it, I'm just going to be in debt on another bike, and it would be the Africa Twin. So that's, by the time taxes out the door, you're looking at close to $20,000 again, when I've already got it. Just doesn't make any sense. I guess 2025, I need to I'm starting it off right, making better financial decisions. While that would alleviate some of my current problems, I would be back in the same boat with another motorcycle that I don't particularly like, right? So choosing a motorcycle, whenever you are choosing a motorcycle, Don't bite off more than you can chew, and get what you want. Get what looks good. And if you do have problems with it, then either suck it up and get it fixed because that's what you want, or start looking for another bike. You know, choosing a bike is very hard. It's very personal. And over here in the US, we can't necessarily test ride them. You've got to find a place and go rent bikes, and it costs you a lot more money to test ride bikes than just going to a dealership and saying, hey, can I ride this bike? It's really hard to figure out what you like without riding them for, you know, a couple days or at least a week, you know. Just going and riding it, like if you were to test ride it, riding it for a couple hours, that's just going to get you familiarized with it somewhat. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say today. Is the 1290 is going to stay. I've just been coming up with crap in my head trying to think that I wanted to get rid of it, and oh, what's the longevity of it, and this, that, and the other. And you know, yeah, I would like to have other bikes, but this is the one. Now the Ducati Desert X would be the other one. It's just changing the air filter on the Desert X, and I've already had a Multistrada Enduro Pro. Whenever that service light comes on, whenever you change the oil, you cannot turn that service light off. You have to take it to a dealership and have them turn it off. No, sorry. There's nothing you can do to turn it off. Oh man, it's such a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at that. Look at that right there. Can I zoom in on this thing? Oh, I can zoom in. Hold on. How do you zoom in? Oh, look at that. I'm zooming. See, learning features of this camera still. All right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you listening to me air my problems out. But maybe this might help you make a decision on your bike if you're thinking about selling it. Think really hard. Is it emotion driven, or is it because you really just don't like it? And if you really don't like it, get rid of it. That's all I got to say. Oh, I did that teeth sucking thing. And if you really don't like it, get rid of it. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Bye. The Tenere 700 is the most non-binary bike out there. You can't put it in a box until you build it. Cheers, mate.